Biggest question I have for Crawford, can you take the punishment for 12?
Yeah.
It's my biggest question I have for Terrence Crawford. I don't know how you prepare for punishment. It's either you can do it or you can't.
I'm going to say this, and it didn't take me going to camp to say this. It's my first time saying this. I will more than likely expound on this the week of the fight, probably night before. I think Crawford's going to get the job done. I am officially picking Crawford to win this fight. It is still 50-50, but obviously...
He says that until he goes to Canelo.
I'm obviously going to say that this is a 60-40 fight, and I have Crawford winning this fight. Crawford's going to win this fight doing something that nobody's done to Canelo.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. And it didn't take me going to camp to know this.
Okay. Perfect.
This is me knowing Crawford.
Okay.
And also me knowing, like, you know, hey, in order to beat Canelo, you just got to be different. You got to do something.
Getting outside the being retired, Sean, do you come up with game plans now? Like, I'm a coach. I'm have a coach now.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I always thought like this as a fighter.
Okay.
But I was always hesitant to initiate
What pops?
my mind because of how structured we were. It was like, you know, Dad say A, do A. You know, there were only a few times in my life, both as an amateur and as a pro, that Dad said do A, and I did Z. And, you know, there was a little bit of friction, you know. So definitely prevented me from I think, utilizing my mind as much as I could have. But later on, especially my fight with Danny Garcia, that's when it turned on, and I never turned it off from that. So, luckily, my mind was in line with what KP wanted, and it all made sense. So.
I think what you say makes sense, though. If Crawford's going to win this fight, he'll surprise people in the fashion he does it in. Because a lot of people picking Crawford, they think foot speed and turn Canelo all night, and I'm like, nah, that. He's
Born victor?
No, it's just he's definitely a lot better than the guys of the last couple of years who have tried to beat Canelo that way, Billy Joe, Caleb. But even though he's better than them, it didn't that game plan, it just didn't work. So it's not gonna look like that if Crawford pulls this off. It's gonna look different than that, to your point.
Yeah.
I give the edge to Canelo right now. I'm picking Canelo. You are too?
No,
you got Crawford. Got Crawford.
I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be honest.
Right. Yeah. Right. But even in being biased, you're gonna be honest. I know you.
Yeah.
But
the punishment, that's what scares me. Because, you know, Canelo don't care. I'm hitting everything. And I love that about a boxer. I don't believe you need a perfect shot. Fuck that. Your body don't supposed to be hit. I'm hitting everything.
Well, remember Bivol did the.
Yeah.
That's a almost 200-pound man. Big shock absorber neck. Big guy. 6 feet plus, and he did that to Canelo after. So to your point, can Crawford do the same? Coming up from 54 and 47, can he? Or will that, throw off the catch and shoot? I was going to catch and shoot.
We're not catching and shoot.
Make me think.
We're not catching and shoot.
We're catching and resetting and getting out of this range for a minute or two.
My fight with Arrow, I came back to the corner. I had a look on my face, I guess. And my dad said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing." Like, you know, classic Sean, nothing. He said, "Sean, tell me what's wrong." I said, my legs are kind of tight. He said, "Your legs kind of tight." He looked behind him. He would always do this and look back at the other corner. I don't know why. He looked back at them.
It's a habit problem.
He said, "All right, we're not gonna use our legs so much this round." And I was thinking to myself, like, I need these legs.
I'm not trying to wear these shots.
Yeah. So you know, to your point, when there's a feeling, you know,
when the nervous system goes, ow.
Where does that adjustment take place? Do you trust the adjustment? Do you implement it? So that next round I did settle down a little more. I was
lost the round.
Whatever. Hell up.
I don't even know what round it is. Chill out.
You don't even know what round it is. Pour this water on you. So we got some time until this fight. So we ain't gotta pour it all out at one time. We'll work our way up to this one.
Try to get on big guests to lead up to the fight.
Expect some more very, very big guests, and expect some very, very big things from the PorterWay Podcast the week of Crawford versus Canelo versus Crawford. Takes place here. What is that? September 6th?
13th. I was just gonna say, I've been critical of the fight because I felt like it serves as a foreground to the Ali Act stuff. And hey, I turned out to be right? As said on the PorterWay Podcast, I didn't turn out to just be a paranoid conspiracy theorist on this one. On many others I am. But no, on this one I was actually right. But putting that aside, now that the fight's drawing closer, HBO used to talk about the reason why Ali Frazier 3 was even more violent than the first fight was they were a little older. Reflexes lost just a little bit much, so they're getting touched a little bit more, and that actually made the fight more exciting. Maybe that's the case with Canelo and Crawford, them being a little bit older. Both of them, I think, are a little past their best for sure. They are. Even with Crawford being undefeated, I don't think he's Jeff Horn Crawford, but we'll see. Anyways, point being, I'm starting to think it could be a really exciting fight. Maybe. I still have that other part of me that goes, it's going to be an anticlimactic cash grab. But then the other part of me goes, Crawford putting on this weight, being 38, he's not going to be moving as much as people think. And if he's not moving as much as people think, it's going to be combustion. It's going to be some action in that pocket. And he might be sitting down on punches more than people are expecting as opposed to using his feet. And if that's the kind of fight we get, they're going to deliver something that exceeds my expectations, and credit to. And then one last thought I had on this fight. Did you guys hear what Virgil Ortiz said about sparring Canelo this past week?
Yeah.
So he said Virgil gives Crawford a great chance to win the fight, but he's picking Canelo, and he says a big reason why is he sparred Canelo, and he goes, I lined him up, I got him I turned on this one, everything I got, and all this dude did was. And go, eso, like good shot. And Virgil said, and so Virgil just said he thinks, and it's funny because I brought it up on the podcast last week. Virgil had Madrimov running laps for 9 rounds. Madrimov against Bud, to your point, was coming forward to a certain point, eating that jab and then resetting his pressure. He wasn't coming. But he was on the front foot against Bud. Against Virgil, running laps. Virgil's telling us, Canelo Alvarez takes a ridiculously good shot, which we all know. I got this wrong with Berlanga and Shiraz. I said Shiraz is the more skilled guy, but maybe Berlanga...
Your heart got you.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. But maybe Berlanga being the natural 68 and supposed to be the harder puncher, maybe that offsets the skill advantage for Shiraz. Didn't work out. But maybe to Virgil's point, and even Amir, who's picking Crawford, conceded this, maybe that edge and IQ and overall skill of Crawford is just going to be negated by a much more significant advantage in punching power and taking power. We'll see. That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, we will see.